Good morning, students. Now, after Cardock curvature, after this diagram, there are different cases are there, right? Four cases are there. The first case, different cases of Cardock curvature. The Cardock curvature through pole. If the Cardock curvature is passing through the origin, then how to find the Cardock curvature? Right now we have to analyze this figure. Simply you have to remember the formula, that's it. Hence the Cardock curvature through the pole or through the origin is always equal to 2 into rho into sine phi, right, where phi is the angle between the chords, right, angle between the chords. Now the Cardock curvature through a pole is equal to 2 into rho into sine phi. 2 rho sine phi is the Cardock curvature through the origin, right? That is page number 32. This continuation. Next, case 2. The Cardock curvature through the pole, right? For through the pole for the curve P is equal to f of r, then we know that P is equal to r into sine phi. Sine phi is equal to P by r, right? This is P. This is P. Right? Cardock curvature is equal to 2 rho into P by r, 2 rho 2 into r into dr by dp into P by r, Tp into dr by dp is equal to 2 into f of r into dr by dp, where dr by dp can be written as 1 by f dash of r. Right? Now, here next one, case 3, Cardock curvature perpendicular to the radius vector. If the Cardock curvature perpendicular to the radius vector, then the Cardock curvature is equal to 2 rho cos phi. Right? Next, the Cardock curvature parallel to x-axis and y-axis. Right? If it is parallel to x-axis, that is equal to 2 rho sine xi, 2 rho sine xi, and the Cardock curvature, it is parallel to y-axis, is equal to 2 rho cos xi. Right? Just you have to write those cases, that's it. Now you have to remember only one formula, that is Cardock curvature is equal to 2 into rho into cos xi. This is very important one. Now, the circle of curvature. The circle of curvature with the radius equal to the radius of curvature is and the center of curvature is called the circle of curvature. What if the circle, what is if the suppose if the radius of the circle is equal to r and it is equal to the radius of curvature? What is the radius of curvature? In general it is denoted by rho. If rho is equal to r, that means the radius of curvature is equal to the radius of the circle, then that corresponding circle, the center of that circle is called circle of curvature. Sorry. The equation of the center of circle the equation of the circle of curvature is given by x minus capital X whole square plus y minus capital Y whole square is equal to r square. So, now the problems, these are important problems. Find the coordinates of the center of curvature at a point x comma y of the parabola y square is equal to 4ax. First of all, you have to write down the given data, right? Given point x comma y. Now, here we know the formula. We have to find the center of curvature. Center of curvature x is equal to x minus y1 into 1 plus y1 square by y2, comma y capital Y is equal to y plus 1 plus y1 square by y2. What are y1 and y2? y1 is nothing but dy by dx and y2 is nothing but d square y by dx square. That means we have to find dy by dx and d square y by dx square, and you have to substitute in the formula where capital X comma capital Y are the coordinates of the center of curvature. Here the given equation is y square is equal to 4ax. Given point is x comma y. Now we are differentiating the equation 1 with respect to x. We get differentiation of 2y is y square is 2y into dy by dx is equal to 4a into differentiation of x is 1. dy by dx is equal to 4a by 2y, that is equal to 2 gets cancelled, 2 2s are 4, 2a by 4. Call that equation number 2. Next, once again, if you differentiate the equation 2 with respect to x, we will get d square y by dx square is equal to, here 2a is constant, we can take it outside the differentiation symbol, 1 by y. 1 by y differentiation is minus 1 by y square into dy by dx, remember, right? Because y is a function of x, we are differentiating with respect to x. That is d square y by dx square is equal to minus 2a by y square into dy by dx. But we know dy by dx value is equal to 2a by y. If you simplify this one, minus 4a square by y square into y is y cube. Now let capital X comma capital Y be the center of the curvature. Then capital X is equal to formula x minus y1 into 1 plus y1 square by y2, right? Now x minus capital X is equal to small x minus, what is y1? Y1 is nothing but dy by dx is equal to y1, right? Now y2 is nothing but what? D square y by dx square. Now we are substituting 2a by y into 1 plus y1 square means 4a square by y square, by y2 is minus 4a square by y cube, that is equal to this minus minus becomes plus x plus 2a by y into, here if you take the LCM, y square plus 4a square by y square into, if you transport into numerator, y cube by 4a square you will get, here this y square into y cube gets cancelled, 2a times gets cancelled, capital X is equal to x plus, here y square plus 4a square by 2a, if you take the LCM once again, 2ax plus y square plus 4a square by 2a, capital X is equal to 2ax, but given that y square is equal to 4ax from equation 1 plus 4a square, if you simplify this one, you will get 6ax plus 4a square. You can take 2a as a common element, 2a in the numerator and the denominator gets cancelled, x is equal to 3x plus 2a. Similarly, y is equal to, capital Y is equal to y plus 1 plus y1 square by y2. Capital Y is equal to y plus 1 plus y1 means 2a by y whole square, by y2 means minus 4a square by y cube. Capital Y is equal to y minus, here I am taking LCM, y square plus 4a square by y square into this, if you transport it to numerator it becomes y cube by 4a square. Now further simplification, y minus, capital Y is equal to y minus y square by 4a square by 4a square into y, multiplying this inside and taking LCM, capital Y is equal to 4a square y minus y square into this one is y cube minus 4a square y. These two gets cancelled, minus y cube by 4a square. Y is equal to minus half, but we know that y square is equal to 4ax, y is equal to 4ax to the power of 1 by 2, right? Therefore here 4ax to the power of 1 by 2, this cube, that means 3 by 2 you will get. Further simplification, you will get minus 2x to the power of 3 by 2 by a power 1 by 2. Capital Y is equal to minus 2x to the power of 3 by 2 by a power 1 by 2, right? Therefore we know the coordinates of circle of curvature. Therefore x comma y is equal to 3x plus 2a comma minus 2x to the power of 3 by 2 by a power 1 by 2, sorry, a power 1 by 2. The next one, find the center of curvature of 4 cupid hypercycloid, x is equal to a cos cube theta, y is equal to a sin cube theta, that is x to the power of 2 by 3 plus y to the power of 2 by 3 is equal to a to the power of 2 by 3. Now given equations, x is equal to a cos cube theta, y is equal to a sin cube theta. Now x is equal to a cos cube theta means we are differentiating with respect to theta. Dx by dt, d theta is equal to a is constant, we can take it outside. Cos cube theta differentiation is 3 cos square theta into differentiation of cos theta is minus sin theta. That means minus 3a sin theta cos square theta. Similarly, y is equal to a sin cube theta is equal implies dy by d theta is equal to 3 sin cube theta differentiation is 3 sin square theta into sin theta differentiation is cos theta. Therefore, 3a square 3a sin square theta into cos theta. Now, what is y1? Actually, we have to calculate y1 and y2. No, y1 is nothing but dy by d theta whole by dx by d theta. That is 3a sin square theta cos theta by minus 3a sin theta cos square theta. This power one time gets cancelled. 3a gets cancelled. Cos theta one time gets cancelled. Minus sin theta by cos theta, which is nothing but minus tan theta. Next, we need to find y2. What is y2? In general, d square y by dx square. Right? Now again you have to differentiate this one. Differentiation of tan theta is secant square theta into d theta by dx minus secant square theta. D theta by dx value we know. We know dx by d theta value. D theta by dx value is 1 by this one. 1 by minus 3a sin theta cos square theta. If you simplify this one, 1 by 3 into secant to the power of 4 theta into cosecant theta. Cosecant theta. Next one. After getting y1 and y2 values, that is dy by dx and d square y by dx square values, now we have to write the coordinates of the circle of curvature. Now x comma y be the coordinates of the center of curvature, or capital X is equal to x minus y1 into 1 plus y1 square by y2, where capital Y is equal to y plus 1 plus y1 square by y2. Now we are substituting those values. Y1 is dy by dx, that is minus tan theta. 1 plus minus tan theta whole square is tan square theta. 1 plus tan square theta is secant square theta. Here also same thing. Right? Now we are substituting those values. After simplifying by taking the LCM, we are getting capital X is equal to a cos cube theta plus 3a sin square theta cos theta. Similarly, y is equal to a sin cube theta plus 3a cos square theta into sin theta. These are the coordinates of the center of curvature. Next one, evolutes and involutes. The evolutes is the locus of the center of curvature. If the center of curvature for each point on the curve be taken, we get a new curve called evolute of the original one. The original curve, when considered with respect to the evolute, is called an involute. See in the diagram, what is evolute? Evolute is nothing but the locus of the centers of curvature. See, this is one curve is given to you, right? One curve is given to you. We are choosing a point P1. With respect to this P1, the center of curvature is C1. And you are choosing another point P2. Then with respect to P2, the center of curvature is C2. Similarly, a point is P3. Now, with respect to this point, the center of curvature is C3. Like this, we are taking as almost 7 points are there. Their centers of curvatures are these things. Now if you join all those center of curvature, you will get a curve. This curve is called evolute. The locus of the centers of curvature is called evolute. Right?